Guys, welcome to another lovely stream today. I figured since I really don't have a lot of time, I would go on ahead and I'd stream now instead of later tonight. So, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be testing out some of the tanks that you can get with premium, or in this case of War Thunder, Golden Eagles. Now, I want people to know I do have a few vehicles that I already own. I won't be testing those out. If you want me to mess with those, you can leave it in the comment section. You can tell me which ones you'd like to see me play that you see that I have, and I will play them on a live stream. It is currently 9:15 in the morning, which is the earliest. Well, actually, I got up technically at like 6 o'clock, but anyway, I figured we'd play a little bit. So the first one we'll be checking out is the Calliope for basically 10,000 Golden Eagles. And personally, for a 4.0 vehicle, I think that is a little bit of an extreme price for a vehicle. Whether it has rockets or not, I don't think it's worth that. I will be giving my opinion on if it's worth what you pay for it. Now, I don't own these, so I really can't tell you whether it's actually worth it, but just testing it out, I can give my opinion on it. Now, I do know somebody that does own this, and they told me out of their own mouth that this thing's really good. The only problem is the fact that if someone shoots your rockets, it does explode, and I have actually witnessed that actually happen to them. So I know for a fact that is a thing. So you can take me as somebody who knows that that is actually a thing. But basically what you have is you have an M4 Sherman with a buttload of rockets on top of it. They took away the machine gun, so you don't have that. You have the coaxial machine gun that is beside the gun. And of course there is the machine gun that's in the hull, but of course War Thunder doesn't actually allow for those to get used, which kind of sucks. Except for on certain vehicles, of course. Rockets, if you don't aim them correctly, they kind of suck, but as you can see, they do work. Now, this is a 4.0 vehicle that is like a 1.3, 1.7 vehicle. This one is a little bit better. As you can see, no stabilizer at all on these things. America does have a stabilizer on their vehicles, but it's only at slow speeds. Like, you see how bad hold on, let me get going and I'll show you. So you see how bad the gun and all starts bouncing, right? It's just really horrible, right? You can't aim like that. Alright, well, if I put this in cruise control 1, you can see that the gun is a lot more stable. That is the stabilizer. But as you can see, the rockets kind of still suck. Finally! Okay, I have 35 rockets left. Oh, also, if you use these things, everybody will be able to pinpoint you, so it would be best probably to use these more as artillery than anything, eh? But as you can see, you know, a decent vehicle. But once you use up all your rockets, you're basically just a Sherman. So your angling still does work. Your artillery still works and everything. This thing, I would not suggest taking it into a higher ranking battle unless you get thrown into one. So at 4.0, this thing, with it being the M4 Sherman, you're basically going in there with like M4A2s, and the M4 Sherman is actually at 3.7, but I guess since you have the rockets, Gaijin figured that they'd rank you up a little bit and make it a little bit more difficult for you to play this vehicle. So all in all, I can say that if it was a 4.0 or something a little bit higher, I would feel comfortable bringing this vehicle out. But if you were to bring it up against King Tigers and things like that, I would say run. Also, I like bullying little vehicles. Anyway, just, you know, to me, I would say that it's a good vehicle. I mean, still the decent speed of a Sherman, still that horrible side armor from a Sherman, you know, all the lovely things of a Sherman, just with rockets. So would I recommend it after testing it? Possibly. I'm gonna say with this one it would probably be under the category of wait until it goes on sale, because I personally don't think it's worth 10,000 golden eagles just off of testing it. I just think this is a little much for a vehicle this good, especially when you have like the T14 that's like 2,000 golden eagles, and it's like a way better vehicle at 4.7. So, you know, we'll test that out as well, and I'll explain why I like it. So, back to the hangar. The next vehicle we're going to be checking out is, well, as soon as it loads in, I'll tell you. Again, I do this strictly for your entertainment. I do not do it any other reason. I know a lot of you are probably thinking that I'm doing it. I know a lot of you are probably thinking that I'm doing it for like views and stuff. Not really, no. Alright, so the next vehicle is at 6.0 since they ranked it up. The M18 Black Cat. Okay, alright, so I got my shells already. As you can see, I have tested these vehicles before. The only difference is that, well, I'm doing it live this time. So, here we go. Now, I have used the M18, and the way that I play, it doesn't really work for me. But that's not saying that it wouldn't work for you guys. So, basically the Black Cat is just a regular M18. The only difference is it doesn't have the muzzle brake, and it looks like they took the side skirts off. But, you know, you still got the 50 cal, which you can use to bully AA guns with, and you know, you still got the decent 76mm gun. I know on the Super Hellcat they did upgrade it to a 90mm, which if you actually pay attention, and I do believe they still have it, so I will check that out and tell you guys a little bit about it later. The Black Cat is, I think, actually modeled after an actual tank. I don't know for sure. I don't really look into M18 stories too much. There is one story of M18s versus Panzer IVHs, which is kind of sad that they couldn't, the Panzer IVHs couldn't annihilate these little suckers because they're like literally no armor. But again, the M18s were built off of the strategy of hunt, find, and kill, I think, or whatever. I don't know. The actual Black Cat emblem actually says it. I can maybe zoom in on it. Let me see. No, I'll have to wait till I get into the thing to see, but it does basically tell you what the strategy was. So basically these things were built to be light. All tank destroyers built by America were built under the expectation that they were going to be fast, which if you really look, the M10, the M36, the M18 especially, they're all designed in with a fast chassis. They're pretty decently fast. You know, they're built with heavy guns. They're built with the ability to really mount them very nicely. And I can say that the only thing I can say that I don't like about the M18s is the fact that there's no armor on them. But if you really look at the interior, you've got your 50 cal ammo, you got a little bit of shells on the side there. That's actually what that is, those little circles there, that's shells. You got the cannon breech that is angled slightly to the side so that they could actually fit it really nicely. As you can see, they had to have an open top because of the way that the gun is laid out. And the funny thing is, they actually do have a... what do they call it? They have like a canopy that you can mount onto the top of this vehicle, so it's not like you're, you know, going to be out in the rain or anything. So, you know, you do have that on your side if you really think about it. Would I recommend this tank? As I said before I even grabbed it, I don't really play the way that this tank is designed to be played, which is kind of seek and destroy type of situations. I'm more the type of person that plays defensively, so I can't really tell you from my experiences of using it. I would not recommend it, but as somebody who also plays defensively, this thing isn't really the vehicle for that either. But I did play aggressively with it a few times, and it did handle it pretty good. I used to play aggressively, especially with like the M24. I absolutely love that little tank. It was a very fun vehicle to use. I enjoyed it very much. And this thing, it basically operates just like a M18, or not M18. It does operate just like an M24. Decent turret rotation, pretty good gun. 50 cal, of course. The only difference is this thing basically, how do I say this nicely? This thing throws a crewman at somebody for somebody to see you. So, yeah. I mean, you know, would I recommend this vehicle? Yes, I definitely would if you are the type of person that plays like an M24 player. If you are not, I would not recommend this vehicle. There's not enough armor to play defensively with it. Now, if you are the type of person that uses bushes, yes, I would definitely get this vehicle, because bushes would help this vehicle tremendously, especially if you mount them on the hull and you just have your gun sticking out. It would probably work a lot better than I like to admit that it would. So all in all, I would recommend it if you are a certain type of person, but if you're the type of person that's like me, I would not recommend it whatsoever, because the gun is good. I will admit, the gun is good. I enjoy the gun. It's a 76 mil. Decent mobility, which is something I feel like a lot of American tanks really don't have as good mobility. Like, don't get me wrong, the Shermans are good and all, but their mobility is not really that good. Like, they got decent forward speed, but switching from forward into reverse gear is kind of iffy. So I would say, if you are the type of player that is more of that search and destroy type of situation, get it. But if you're the type of player that likes to play like a German and play defensively, I would not, because it just doesn't have enough armor to really take hits. Now, I don't hate the vehicle, but I'm sorry, I like having armor. That's why I don't really bring out a lot of light tanks and a lot of my stuff. If you look on the bottom of your screen, or on the bottom of my screen, as you can see, I barely bring out any like most of the time with America, I'm using medium tanks. I have the medium tanks here, or a heavy tank, or I do have the M4A1 in my 6.3 playthrough, but the only reason I do that is because of the fact that I don't really have anything. But at 3,000 Golden Eagles, I would say it is a decent vehicle to have. It would be really nice to have two M18s to bring out at 6.0, but I would also say that this thing was killer at 5.7, so why in the world they changed it, I don't know. Now the next vehicle is the T14. Now I did tell you guys I was actually going to look at the M18 right quick, so give me just a second. Alright, I have to zoom in on it. Alright, it's Seek, Strike, and Destroy. That was the logo they used. Seek, Strike, and Destroy. So that's basically what tank destroyers of America were built for. Alright, anyway. T14, actually a little bit of history about this. This was an international project between, I think it was Britain and America. I think some other people also got into it. I don't exactly remember who all exactly. And it was their attempt to build a good mobile heavy tank. And I have to admit, the T14 is at 4.7 a beast. If it gets up tiered though, it does get murdered a lot. I see it all the time. Like I'm playing in a different nation, and somebody will bring out an American vehicle on my team, and they're like one of the first people, especially if it gets up tiered, they're one of the first people to get killed because they play off of the assumption that this thing is invincible. The problem with this thing is that it has the same problem as any other Sherman type vehicle. The sides are really exposed. Even with those side skirts, it is still exposed. But again, I would recommend this vehicle. I definitely would. At 4.7, this is a very good grinding vehicle. I think it has a decent enough armor that I think it's good. It still has that stabilizer like every other Sherman. I think the only thing that I can really say that I find bad about this vehicle is the fact that it is the Sherman type problem with the being able to be shot in the side. But if you really pay attention, every vehicle in this game is able to be shot in the side and get murdered, so like that's not really just a Sherman problem. But I will admit this thing does have something over the Sherman that a lot of the Shermans don't have. This thing is lower to the ground. If you really pay attention, if you were to compare this to a Sherman, it does sit lower to the ground, which makes it a lot easier to hide compared to a Sherman. So at 4.7, as I've said, this thing can be a beast if you use it correctly, but if you charge into, okay, well, there goes my tracks. If you charge into a battle like an idiot, you will end up destroying yourself. You will get yourself killed. I can guarantee you that. 75mm gun, you still got the 50 cal. You do have a coaxial machine gun as well. So you got two machine guns, I think. Yes, you got two machine guns. And you also have the machine gun in the front, which does not operate, by the way. I don't know what it is with Gaijin and hating those hull-mounted machine guns, but nobody ever seems to know how to use them. So, you do have smoke. So you do have 6 of those, so you do have that over a Sherman. One of the things that you got to pay attention to in the early days of the Shermans, like the M4A1 and stuff like that, they actually don't get access to an actual smoke grenade like this. They get the smoke shell, and that is what you have to use if you plan on deploying smoke, which is why you don't really see a lot of people actually using smoke. I have yet to run into somebody that will actually use the smoke shells. I don't think that they're very useful. I personally haven't ever bothered to use them because why would I use smoke? I'm an American, I charge in and be an idiot. So, you know, that's just my personal vendetta on it. Would I recommend this vehicle? Yes, I would. I definitely would. If you're looking for something that's really good at grinding. But again, once you get like 5.0 vehicles, I would recommend probably removing this thing from your tree of vehicles to use, because once it starts getting up tiered, it kind of becomes useless with the 75 mil. So, all in all, for about 2,000 Golden Eagles, I would definitely recommend you getting this. It is a very good vehicle. I like it myself. I wish I could get this vehicle, actually, because it would be something a little bit different to bring out other than always bringing out some Shermans. So, would definitely recommend this vehicle. So far we've checked out 3 vehicles, and already I can tell you that only one of them I would not recommend for the price that they put it at, and that is the Calliope. Don't get me wrong, the Calliope is a good vehicle, but again, the rockets just, they explode way too easy if you shoot them with the right shell. So why would you want them? Now the next thing is the Cobra King. Now this thing is priced basically at the same price as the Black Cat, but it is, I'm not even going to check this out because I already have the regular one. The only difference between this one and the one that you get in the regular tech tree is basically this is a camo. It has the same shells, it has the same everything in it. 5.7 is not kind to this vehicle, I can tell you that, because of the fact that it only has a 75 mil, and the stuff that you're going to go up against, you're going to go up against vehicles with 76s, you even run into some 85s at 5.7. You're not going to be, I mean, you have the armor, but you just don't have the gun to throw anything back at somebody. So would I recommend this thing? If you really want to grind 5.7, yes, I would recommend purchasing it, but it would be one of those vehicles that, you know, while I do not recommend it as far as like gun power and everything, I would recommend it for grinding, because you can bring it out, you might be able to get a few kills from the side with it, and you can get a little bit more pointage out of it, but I would not recommend it purchasing it for 3,000 Golden Eagles. But, I mean, it's a decent vehicle, I'm not going to lie. It is a decent vehicle. I did enjoy playing the M4A3 E2. I loved watching people panic. Again, you know, as a lot of you probably already know, the Jumbo Sherman's biggest weakness is the machine gun port, so I would definitely angle. The next vehicle is the Super Hellcat. This is the vehicle I was talking about earlier. I'm going to test it and I'll tell you a little bit about it. I obviously don't mess with it very often. It's just one of those vehicles I don't really mess with too much. I can say that this is a vehicle that I actually do wish I had, but there is a reason for it. Alright, so the Super Hellcat is actually one of the most interesting vehicles in the American Premium thing to me, because of the fact that it is a very, very big, to me it would be more of a serious experimental vehicle. Because what it is is they took a Hellcat chassis and they mounted an M36 turret on it. That is all it is. So you get the loveliness of a 90 mil with the addition of actual turret armor on the front mantlet, but you get a 90 mil. So you're actually capable of going into, I can't remember what BR this thing is actually placed at, but the biggest problem with this vehicle is, again, it doesn't have hull armor. So again, this would be a vehicle that you would have to play with bushes if you planned on playing the defensive with it. And when I say play defensive, there's two ways to play defensive in this game. One is hiding in bushes and stuff and waiting for the enemy to come to you, and the other one is sitting at a point and just letting them shoot you to death before you can kill them. And again, I mean, I like this vehicle, I do. This would actually, I would be actually a lot quicker to purchase this than I would any other I would be a lot quicker to purchase this one rather than purchasing the Super, or not the Super Hellcat, but the Black Cat, simply because it is a very, very nice mix of that really, really good shell from the M36, and you get a lot of mobility out of it. But they do rank it up, and it does cost a pretty penny in order to get this thing. So let's go back and look at that. And okay, so this vehicle is at 6.3, which is not a bad BR considering the regular Hellcat is at 6.0. But the problem here is the price. They want 6,090 Golden Eagles, and even with the gun being as good as it is, guys, I would not recommend it simply because of the price. This would be one of those vehicles that I would recommend to wait until it goes on sale. And the same is going to go for this T28. Now, if you're a fan of War Thunder, you already know that the T28 is just a smaller version of the lovely T92 down there. So basically it's a miniature version of it, but I would also recommend to wait till it goes on sale. The T20, I'm not gonna even bother to check out some of these. The T20 is that really good 6.3 vehicle because you're still running into a lot of like World War II era vehicles, and this is more of something you would have seen close to the end of the war. And it has 76 mil, so you'll be able to destroy a little bit of vehicles. But for the price, it does have the big Pershing and Sherman problem with the armor. If you wanted to purchase it right off without it being on sale, it would be okay with me personally because it's your money, but I would personally wait until this thing went on sale before I purchased it, simply because of the fact that the vehicle's just not really that worth it. Now, the T29 is a pack vehicle. Let me go and actually look for that right quick. A lot of the packs will be in the shop. You can go to premium packs if you're on PlayStation or whatever other vehicle. As you can see, I have purchased pretty much every, see, T80, Leopard, can't really see some of these. I gotta find it, there it is. So here's the T29. They want $40 for this thing. $40, ladies and gentlemen. For this and like a premium account, and I think they give you a few Golden Eagles as well. With a 105mm gun, I mean, I've been killed by this thing several times. The shell is just too good on it. So would I recommend purchasing this vehicle? I would say wait till it goes on sale. But if you didn't want to wait till it was going to go on sale, I would say I wouldn't blame you, because this is a really good vehicle. I've been killed by it several times. The gun, and it's just a menacing vehicle. Like when I see this thing coming, I get scared of it immediately. Especially it and its other sister, the T-34. These are two of the scariest vehicles, in my opinion, in the game. Now, we also have the M26 T99. So I haven't tested this vehicle out, so I don't really know. I'm about to see what I think about it, and I'll tell you guys here in a second. I need something to drink also, so I'll be right back.
Driver ready. Gunner ready. Loader ready.
Okay. I'm back. Hello. Alright, so this vehicle is basically the M26 with rockets. Basically, it's the more modern Calliope. As you can see, you don't get as many rockets, and the rockets are a little bit smaller, but they do operate exactly the same way as the Calliope does. I have not actually played a lot of the BR that this thing is at, so I cannot tell you if people do die a lot with this thing. I haven't even really seen that many people bring it out, if I'm being honest. Again, I don't play that many of that BR because I really don't have that many vehicles that I feel comfortable bringing anything out with. But this thing does have the 90 mil, and I'll tell you from experience that the 90 mil on the Sherman chassis was a really fun vehicle for me. I enjoyed it a lot. And as soon as I got the T25, I enjoyed it a lot as well. It was a very fun vehicle. So I do look forward to getting some more American vehicles with 90 mils. I really do. I don't think these actually came with the stabilizer though. Looking at the screen over there, I don't think this thing actually comes with a stabilizer. As you can see, it does not, because it is moving all around as I move at a slow speed. So would I recommend this vehicle? If you were to get this vehicle, I would tell you that you need to not do that. But if you were to get this vehicle, I would tell you that you definitely need to use the IS strategy, and a lot of you probably won't understand what that is. But I know what that is. Basically, what I mean when I say use the IS chassis is, or use the IS strategy, I even use it with the T25. So, funny thing is, it actually works too. Basically what I mean when I say use it like that is you whip your tank around like so. Of course it would work a lot faster if an actual experienced player was doing this. And you put your tank into reverse and you drive it like this. You may be slow into a battle, but I would definitely recommend doing this, because in the end they are going to shoot your transmission and your engine before they will actually hit you and your crew, because by doing this you actually also alleviate them being able to actually hit your turret ring as well. They'll be lucky to hit your turret ring. It's not an actual like, oh, they positively won't be able to hit it. There is still that possibility that they can hit your turret ring, so that is still I would definitely not recommend thinking that you're invincible in these tanks. These tanks still have a lot of the problem of the Shermans. As I said, they can shoot you in that lovely little machine gunner port right there, and they can kill you through that. So that is something you need to watch out for. Would I recommend this vehicle? Yes, I would. If not this one, I would recommend grinding to get the regular ones. But for 8,000 Golden Eagles, I would not recommend this vehicle. I would wait till you go on sale for this one. But again, a lot of the more modern stuff, with as expensive as it is, I'm going to tell you that every time. Wait until it goes on sale before you go and get it. Simply because, like, a lot of the more modern stuff is just, to me, like, it's cool and all. Don't get me wrong. I like the T-54. I like I definitely like the T-114. I think that thing is like the cutest little vehicle. T-54E2, the M46 Tiger, even this thing here when they have it available, which isn't very often, so you know you'd have to buy that straight out. I would recommend getting them, but wait till they go on sale. So that kind of gets rid of that. So now we're going to move over to the Germans. Now, I've already purchased 2 premium vehicles from Germany. If I could purchase that, I'd purchase that as well. Anyway, as you can see, I'm broke. So yeah, that's not happening. We're gonna start up here. I've already tested that. It's basically just a Panzer II. Don't even bother to purchase it. I mean, I would purchase it to purchase it so that you could grind to get it, but like, don't bring it out any other reason. Especially when you can purchase this bad boy and it be at the same BR, and it is a heavy tank. Ruminate on that for a minute. It is a heavy tank. Okay? Heavy tank. Heavy tank. Well, they classify it as a medium tank, but it's really a heavy tank. So yeah. I'm gonna do a few battles, don't worry, but
Gefechtsbereitschaft herstellen. Kraftfahrer bereit. Lichtschütze bereit.
I definitely like this vehicle. Not because it's German, but because of the fact that I think it is a very intriguing design. Nonetheless, I think it's very cool. You can pretty much murder anything at the BR that it's at. I don't think you can go any farther with it though. Yeah, as you can see, you're not really going to do anything to anything. Yeah, you're going to just bounce off of stuff. So yeah, this thing is that vehicle that I would recommend for the BR that it's at. But anything higher than that, I would not even attempt to bring this thing out. I would probably say that this thing would be okay up to like 2.0, 2.3, but once you start running into anything other than that, this thing becomes useless. So remember that. Remember I said that because that is actually something I said. You can't go and get this vehicle and then say, well, he said it was a good vehicle and that I could bring it out in high tier and I could still kill things. No, I did not. I did not recommend this vehicle for high tier. I don't even know. The M22, I don't even recommend for high tier. I bring it out as a meme vehicle, nothing more. So yeah, I would get that vehicle for sure. What do you say we play some more Russia? I did play a little bit yesterday after I stopped my last live stream of the day, and I had fun. I really did. As you can see, I do play Germany quite a lot. I was playing 5.0. It is insane, to put it mildly. I think I'll play some 3.7 though. I like 3.7. 3.7 is like that fun BR. Like 3.7 to like 4.0 is like that fun BR for me. 2.7 for Russia is kinda in my opinion. But, you know, that's just me. I'm weird. So you have to kind of learn to ignore me. But yeah, I mean, I enjoy playing Russia. Russia's a fun BR. Russia is that nation that I played it, but when things started going the way they did, I stopped playing it, and I don't play them that often anyway. Not because I hate the Russians or anything, but it's just that everybody's always talking about Russian bias in this game. So I tend to not play it that much because I like to murder people with other vehicles so that they'll stop about Russian bias and see that it's not the tanks, it's the player that plays them. And I still run into people that say that there's Russian bias, so there's no convincing these people. I mean, when you have this thing, I definitely admit Russian bias is a thing, because, like, I mean, I love this thing. I'd love to have the 1940. I thought that thing was going to tip over like a turtle. Anyway, I do like the 1940 version a little bit better. The Germans have the 1940 version, and apparently shooting underneath the gun is where they can kill you on that thing. So, like, that is something you have to worry about. But I can say I do really enjoy playing this vehicle. It's very fun. It really is, actually. So let's hush and play, and I'll talk so you guys can hear my lovely voice. I feel so bad. I want to push that little fella. Like, I just feel that bad for him. I think my dog's over there having a bad dream. Anyway. I like to push over here because that's usually where they go to start killing people. As you can see, they're already doing it. What is that? Oh, that's a puma. That is going to be such a... I'm a monster if I do this. I missed. How did I miss? I've been shot. KV, shoot him. Shoot her! Shoot her! Not him. He shot me right there where I was talking about. We're gonna bring it out again. I don't care. That was unfair. Says the idiot. Alright, well, here we go. Let's go kill some German tanks. I'm not gonna say Germans because that would be unfair because Italy has German tanks. Sweden now has some German tanks as well. So it's more or less, let's go kill some German tanks. What are you doing? You're trying to bully me? Dude, you can't move me. I am an unmovable wall. I'm the immovable force. I'm Batman. More like Fat Man. Anyway. Oh my god, the eruption out of that. Dude, what was he carrying? That might have been a bomb behind him, but that... Where did he get shot from? Oh. My turn. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you take care of a threat. In a KV-2. You wob the shell. By the way, I'm pretty sure I just saw a German turret. That might have been a bush. I might be paranoid. It's okay. Being paranoid just means that you're cautious. I do hear an airplane though, and that does scare me because there's no airplanes that are marked as friendlies in my sector. So, yeah. You know, the funny story about the Germans though, or not the Germans, the Russians, and this isn't getting political or anything, they kind of still have the same ideas as they did in World War II, because now, better yet, let's go back in time. In World War II, you were shot and killed in front of your peers if you tried to retreat. If you were a Russian and I got shot, they should know by now they can't kill me. But if you were trying to retreat, your commanding officer, his duty was to pull out his pistol and shoot you. That was his job. That is a big cannon coming this way, and I don't have a shell reloaded. Oh no, I don't want to deal with that. Yeah, he doesn't want to deal with me either. He's like, oh no, not this again. Look, buddy, I don't want to kill you. But if I have to, I will. Dang it, they brought reinforcements. That's an M24. I think I can deal with him. Don't do it, M24. Of course he did it. He's Italian. Why wouldn't he do it? The Swedish are coming. It's not the British, it's the Swedish, man. They're gonna kill us all. Dude, I listen to Sabaton and they're Swedish, so I can't say that. I actually like Sabaton, they're really cool. I would recommend them if you want to learn some stuff while having fun. That is a very good people to go to. It's always a blast to listen to their music because I always learn something when they release a new song. Which recently they've been more or less redoing a lot of their songs and not really releasing any new ones. By the way, there's like 2 of these fellas and they're just kind of charging in. The KV-1 is on the prowl and he has eyeballs. He has small eyeballs, which makes it even worse. He's like, oh, hi kids. Don't ask me where I decide to do my voices, because like I don't do voices very well. I'm like the redneck version of Robin Williams. Only thing is, I don't know half the people he referenced, so. Oh, he is so gonna die. Well, he was gonna die if I had anything else to bring out. I hate trying to do this, I really do. Jesus Christ, he just erupted that guy. Hold. Hold. You know what? I don't care. Come on. Come on. I just lit him up. I don't think I did anything, but I lit him up.
Just a little more effort, and victory will soon be ours.
It's always fun to light somebody up. It's always fun to light somebody up. Till they kill you. It looks like he's got like the whole team now trying to kill him though, so he'll eventually die. Dude, if I can get a shot on him like right now, that'd be awesome. Oh, I can get a shot on him. Told you I'd kill you, you prick. Rank does not matter. You got that right. He ticked me off. That's the excuse I'm using. He shouldn't have done that. Ooh, I have someone else watching. Hello, how are you? Welcome to the lovely War Thunder stream, where we use trucks as AA guns because we're too cheap to actually mount something useful. Anyway. I'm looking for something Swedish. Can someone point me in the right direction? Also, I am friend, not foe. Friend, not food. I hear airplanes and stuff and uh-oh. I have bad feeling. I don't like it when my friendlies point at something. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I see what he was doing. He was trying to mark the other guy. Oh, there's an AA gun or something over here. That's my job. Watch me run into another M24. That would be my luck. Beep, beep, beep. Oh my god, it's a Sherman. We're doomed.
Let's keep the pressure on.
Yeah, he killed me. I don't care. Because little does he know. Aha! Yes, that's what I wanted. We're gonna bring out all of our ammunition here. You know what? Let's bring out the big guy instead. We'll bring out the big guy instead. That's probably smarter. Smarter and a martyr. Smarter and a martyr. Alright, let's see. Here's the big question, ladies and gentlemen. Can I make it over there without getting murdered? Probably not. That little prick was hiding behind a brick or a stone wall earlier, so we'll see. Ready to see a plane erupt? Too bad, I'm not an AA gun. I'm a KV-1. Built to withstand hits, and the Shermans are, oh boy, they're everywhere. But it's okay, because I'm a KV-1. I'm built to withstand hits. If I can find the threat first. Pretty sure there's a plane incoming, so I probably won't be finding any threats here in a second, but... luckily for me, I don't know what rage quit means. Alright, if they marked it appropriately, he's over here. Somewhere. I can hear him. Oh, he's up there. Oh no, he's up. Hey, pretty boy. What's up? You ready to die? Good. You missed. Alrighty, well, here I am, grinding War Thunder at 3.7. I might eventually get my lovely T-34-85, maybe, eventually. Until then, we'll have to wait and see. Jeez. Let's see what the Control-Alt-Delete cannon has to say for today. There we go. Yeah, there's my eyes. Alright, so we have the Germans on our side, it looks like. Yep, we have the Germans. And we have... what was that? It was like Italian. No, that's the 3G. Let's see. Okay, well... pretty much an early war exchange program. The Italians and the Germans apparently switch sides, or the Russians and the Italians. Well, as usual, the enemy team gets to the C point first, which is fine, I don't care. Because Control-Alt-Delete cannon has no bounds. Except for when it gets shot in the mail slot, then it has every bound in the world. Oh, we got a tank destroyer of some sort. Hold. I missed. How do you miss with a 152? Stop launching smoke, you're causing me problems. He died. I know what it is. I don't think it was him that was launching the smoke. There's an M24. That wasn't what was being marked. But it's what I'm gonna kill. Oh Jesus, they're over here. Guys, I'm surrounded. What are you? Oh, I know what he is. Hi. Has my cannon. Okay, dude, you're just taking me off now. They're gonna die. Every single one of them. And they're gonna die by KV2. Well, KV1, excuse me. I knew I shouldn't have wasted my shell, because I had a feeling that guy was just a prop. So that they could group on me and kill me that way. Because that's what they do. They wait patiently, and they send in all their reinforcements at once. You need to start thinking like the enemy sometimes. Oh, he's bombed. Saw that one coming. I think after this match I'm gonna end the stream. I've been playing for too long. I gotta take a break, give my brain time to think. You! I'm going to come and murder both of them. I can't bring out anything other than this thing though, and that's what's killing me. As I know it's not worth the crap. See, it's even disappointed in me. What was that? Oh, that's that new plane. I actually like that plane. That's actually a really nice plane. And of course they took the one person I needed, go figure. They'll probably exchange him out though, here in a second. Because I don't really need that forward machine gunner, I need the loader though, so they're probably going to change him out. Yeah, see, told you. Maybe I should go with this guy, he seems to know what he's doing. How much you want to bet I'm going to come around this corner and they're going to kill me again? Told you. I'm just really, really crappy today. That Italian vehicle is not that good. So whatever the flip they're doing is obviously either they're that skilled at that vehicle or they're hacking in some way, which I don't think they're hacking because I'm just blind. Trust me, I am blind. See, they're shooting at me now. Like, what the world? Leave me alone. No, stop it. Hold. They got him. We're good. And the T-34 showed up. Where did he even come from? I get angry. I need to play a little bit differently. Hi. The things that annoy you. Let's see. Maybe I'll play some aviation. I'm gonna level this thing up anyway. Sure, why not? It'll be fun. I won't die. Maybe. I don't like using Russian planes because, like, most of them, especially in the beginning, like, you get, like, one machine gun and then a cannon. And I don't do good with cannons as it is, so, like, why in the world would I want to use them? So, yeah. It's not that I'm complaining, because, don't get me wrong, their planes are really good. I get killed by them all the time. But, you know. You know when you're not good enough for Russia, and I just so happen not to be good enough for their planes, apparently. People talk about Russia's bias. Yeah, right, not really. Russia just takes a lot of skill in order to play, especially when it comes to their planes. I've tried, it doesn't work very well. Ever. When I say ever, I mean ever. I don't ever do good in their planes. Like, I could do good in the, like, the MiG-3s, but, like, if I try to use, like, any of the Yaks, I suck really bad at it. Also, I love this thing. I just, can like Germany get this thing? This thing would be a really cool plane for Germany to get at 2.3. I think it would be fun. I have 8 small bombs I'm gonna drop, and then I guess I'll start fighting. I'm noticing that not that many people play it either. Like, it's actually one of the less played planes, which is really interesting. Dude, everybody's shooting everybody down. The world. Everybody is literally shooting everybody down. It makes no sense. You know, I've never actually had to really deal with people trying to shoot me down. I've had like several, like I've had like maybe, if I'm lucky, 5 or 6 occurrences where somebody has team killed me in a aviation match. And like sometimes it's accidental, like they'll shoot you when they're trying to shoot an enemy. And they shoot you up instead. I know I've done that before, so I can't really say anything about that. But, and then there's other times where they're doing exactly like what they're doing now and killing one another. Like, it makes no sense to me either. It's like, dude, you know, you're supposed to be working together here. It looks like I got 3 bombers I can go up for. 4, excuse me. There's 4 of them. Wow. I got lucky. Alright. Let's go fight some bombers. I'm not really trying to gain altitude too quick. Yeah, just gain enough altitude that I feel comfortable and then cut it out. Wow, I did nothing to that base. I gotta be careful because I don't know how well my engines are gonna act. Oh, that's a FW200. There's 2 of them? Dude, FW200s are like the bane of my existence. And they know it. That's the worst part about it. Like, they know that they can kill me. So, like, I have to try and fly where there's not that many guns. Which would be either head on or... like, right behind.
The enemy's getting closer to victory.
Oh, he's got an escort, guys. I'd be better going after the DO-217 if I'm being honest. Yeah, because it looks like everybody's just going over there. I'm going bowling with a few friends of mine, so... Wow! Okay, that works too, I guess. I'm gonna leave the FW200 alone, considering what's going on. Also, never dive with your engine on. That is something I have learned from experience that you don't do. Because if you do, and you diving like this, and you try to turn, it doesn't end up well. You don't turn very well at high speeds, so it ends up very bad for you. And good for them, because they can outturn you. Well, what do you think I'm doing? Oh, dude, no! Man, whatever. Should have stayed up there. Well, can't change what I did, so may as well go on ahead and go get myself killed. Unless I could, you know, technically they all dove for,
The enemy is winning. We must counterattack.
Oh, I got points for that. Thank you, sir. What would that be? Uh-oh. Yeah, see, they're going up and trying to go... Oh, there's an IL-2? It's IL-2. I mean, it's 6 miles out, and the bombers are heading home. IL-2's like a bomber. I mean, I'm a bomber killer, I guess. I'm more of an interceptor, but... You get what I'm trying to say, I guess. All I know is I don't want to deal with any fighters, so I'm trying to avoid it if I can. Which it looks like I got one coming for me anyway, so here we go. Have fun with those, pretty boy. Oh, he just killed himself. Did he? Nope, I got him. And that was by sheer luck, by the way. Hold fire, hold, hold, hold. Yeah, see, I can't turn. But these guys turn better than I do. I just flew through all of them. Here we go. I'm gonna get lit up here. Alright, they got him. Yeah, see, they're on me now. Yeah, see, all of them are on me. Here I am just trying to fly. They might break off and go to the other guy. Yeah, see, they all went to the other guy. I think they see that I'm not trying to bother any of them. Sometimes the best strategy is showing them that you're not like a threat, and then they'll maybe leave you alone. But this BF-109E just seems like he really wants to eat me, so whatever. If he wants to bad enough, I can let him. I don't care. I've gotten a kill. I don't care. I might start heading home. See if I can lead them. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll head home. Yeah, because they're all trying to follow me. Teach you to leave me alone. Don't cough. Dude, they are all trying to kill me right now. I think I'm the last person alive. Hey. Evasive maneuvers and a plane like this is like not gonna work. Yep, see, I'm on fire. I don't care. No, control. No control. Told you I was the last one alive. But oh boy. Maybe I'll do some like attackers or something. Yeah, ignore the fact I have a jet because I don't use it very often, I promise. Let's see, other bombers. Let me see. That's not bombers. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of a break from tanks for a little bit and play some bombers. Hope nobody minds, and if you do, oh well. You'll get over it, and if you don't, I can't help you, sorry. Never really been a fan of that Catalina without the
Attention to the designated grid square. Attention to the designated grid square.
Yeah, if there's one thing I can say I absolutely love about this plane. And see, fun fact, this thing... Dude, is he already getting... He's already kind of getting bullied. That's funny. Anyway. The funny thing about this airplane is it was the torpedo bomber before the Avenger got the torpedo bombing status. Personally, I like the Avenger. Oh. So it's really kind of interesting to I have to cycle through all my lovely sights and stuff. Dang it, I don't know if that's gonna be enough. Guess I'll fly around until I find out. Okay, so that's not enough. I repeat, that is not enough. Let me see if I can whip it around. Dang it, I gotta fly away from it right quick. I gotta fly away and come back, and it's gonna take me forever to do so. So I can get a decent lead on it here. Alright, that should be good for a lead. There we go. Dang it! Again! This is a nice plane. I do love it though. I should be able to drop the rest of my bombs on this base and call it a day here. I'm not dropping the 1,000 pounder because that's a base killer. Like, that's just a one base killer. So apparently there's a lot of people that want to see the Apparently there's a lot of people that want to see the bombers get buffed or something like that. Because apparently it's a lot harder to play bombers in high tier, and I agree, because like once you get to like 4.0 and stuff, people start going for the bombers first, and it just makes it unfair to play bombers because everybody can climb up to your altitude and everything. Now I think the bombers at the higher tier, I think it would be nice if they would double the altitude that you spawned at, so that you had just as much of a chance as you do in the start. I think that would be very nice if they doubled the altitude based upon, but like maybe from like 4.0 onward, double the altitude and then leave it at what that altitude is once they've doubled it, because then it makes it a little bit more fair. Dude, I'm flying right by their airfield. Dude, they're shooting at me. I don't know if they've buffed the airfield up or not. I know for a fact that if you stay at like 10,000 feet from the airfield, it can't really hit you accurately, but I don't know if they've buffed it to where it actually does hit you really nicely now or not. That's not something I really care to find out.
We're losing.
I'm gonna drop my 1000s on this. Alright, there we go. Or my hundreds, and then we'll go to the... Oh wow, there's nobody left? Wow, that sucks. Guess I'm not getting those points. That's what I love about 1.0 though. Like, it's pretty easy to play. And have fun. I've got my microphone on, so you don't have to worry about anything. As you can see, you don't make much at low tier, but you know, when you have premium, everything is better. Everything is awesome. I'm not even singing that. Don't even ask me to do that. I actually really like the B-10. It's actually one of my favorite bombers. I like the fact, though, the one thing I can say that I absolutely hate is I hate the fact that you have to buy the premium one in America, but you can get the regular one in China, and I don't like that. I don't like the fact, and the bad thing is you don't even get like a good one for China. Like, the bomb load on it sucks in China. Hey, look, put a steering wheel in here. I'm being funny. Don't quote me on that, okay? I'll just mark this one here. I actually really like the fact that America was using like the blue and the yellow. I think it's such a pretty color. The blue and the yellow, and then you had like the silver and the yellow on the other one. And see, what a lot of people don't realize is that's actually the colors we were using before. Like, probably around the 1930s we were using that color, probably 1920s as well. And then we switched on and started using like the camouflage or the green for the Army, and then like the Navy got like that navy gray and stuff like that. Marines got that really nice dark blue for their planes. Like, it was a very, very nice time. I think the planes look elegant when they have like a pretty color on them. Of course, the B-18 is actually what it is it was originally supposed to be a passenger airliner, and they changed it because of I don't remember what the reason was they changed it. They needed bombers, I think it was. And not only that, but the B-34 over there, it's not actually supposed to be an actual legit bomber either. It's actually supposed to be more of a transport, like you put cargo and stuff on it and it would transport that, and it would have the guns and stuff for defense purposes only. And I find it interesting that they add bombers like that, but yet they don't add like the Whitney and stuff like that. Like the biggest one that I talk about, it's a British plane, and I don't remember what it was called. I swear if that guy steals that base, I'm gonna be so mad. I deal with that a lot, people stealing bases. Yeah, I got it. We're good. I think I'll assist this guy over here out as well. Unless the Sunderland gets it. No, I got it. I'll mark it for him, so that he knows I'm going for it.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
Oh, that's another plane I like. That S-81 over there. I love that plane. I love a triple engine plane. Italy has a lot of them, but again, the problem is like the bombers get really crappy. HE-111's another one I like too, but the bombers get really crappy the further you go. And I'm gonna gain some altitude. I know what that HE-100's trying to do, and he's not doing it with me. Told you. Let my gunners take care of him. Hopefully. I'll start heading home here in a second. Don't you do it, P-400. He's gonna take it. Yep, he took it. Well then. Is it gonna give me the base or is it not? I gotta lose weight. I gotta go. Time to run. Hold on. You think? Okay, he killed the gunner. I'm trying to get him to bypass me here. I knew that was gonna happen, you dung cough. I'm gonna lose that engine. Like she's working, but she's not gonna make it, I don't think. Yeah, her engine's overheating.
Returning to the airfield.
I lost both of my back gunners in that engagement. I can make it back. I'm not worried about that. I have enough engine power I can make it. It's just that I'm worried that the engine's going to give out on me, and that's something I don't need. Because I don't know how well this plane does with one engine. They wouldn't put two if it didn't need them, you know? I wonder why. Okay, it did. No, it's one of those maps where it respawns the bases. Okay. You know what the funny thing is, though? He shot my fuel tank and it sealed itself. But I don't think he actually messed up anything else. Like, he messed up the engine, he killed all the gunners. Somehow he didn't kill me.
Keep it up and victory will be ours.
Oh, jump, the Sunderland lost his engines. It looks like. Dummy. Alright, well, we're gonna bring her in for a nice clean landing here if the landing gear ever get up. Oh, wow. Oh well, whatever. I don't care. I'm landing it. Alright, I killed that guy, I guess. That's what you call landing in style right there. I somehow made it back to the airfield with
A little more effort and victory will be ours.
oh wow, there's actually like 3 of us that are still alive that were bombers. Okay. I'm gonna go back over here.
Attention to the map.
I don't like dealing with other things. You wanna know the sad part about this aircraft though? It was when we didn't exactly have a lot of 50 cals yet. So, needless to say, we were using like these small machine guns that we had from like World War One and stuff. I know the British used like that, I don't remember what they call it now. I think it's the Lewis machine gun or whatever. The one with the mag that sits on the top. I absolutely love that thing. And it's actually one of my favorite planes. Or one of my favorite guns. And you know, fun times. Could you imagine, like, the only way you can get any air inside your aircraft is if you had windows? Like, that's basically what those are, is for air. I mean, you could open your thing. I don't doubt that one bit, but like, it's dangerous to do so. I guess I always find it interesting, like how these early planes were designed and everything. Like this one, for instance, it doesn't really have a big enough bomb bay to actually mount the two 1,000 pounders inside, so it puts them on the wings. And then you got that one 2,000 pounder that it mounts on the one side. Like, you got crazy crap like that you mount. And the fact, like, not only does it happen on this one, I think the GS-17s also have it, but you got the pressure gauges and stuff on the outside of your plane instead of mounting them on the inside, which is really cool to me. There's just so many little details that like nobody ever pays attention to that I find enjoyable. You know, the little details. Get the feeling that Hampton's trying to take my base and I'm not dealing with it. And there's nobody else close. Oh, there is at Beaufort. I don't know if he just ignored the crap out of what I said earlier or what, but I hate to be mean, but I'm getting that base first. Alright, bomb out. Well, excuse me. He hit it anyway, the prick. He needs to back off. I'm about to start shooting at him. Like, you better go on, dude. I don't ever worry about whether or not my stuff is gonna hit because I always have a pretty decent aim when it comes to that stuff. Yeah, see, look, boom. And I'll get the points for that. Thank you. The only reason that Hampton has more points is because he's got better. Like, the Hampton is able to carry a lot of bombs on him, and that's why I like that plane so much. Darn, the S-81 crashed. That sucks. We're about to win anyway, so it really doesn't matter to me. But, I think I'll probably hop off after this, because I got a long day ahead of me soon, so. Good job, guys. I don't get much points or nothing for this, but it's still cool. Darn, 2,000 research points. Oh, wow, okay. Wow. That's a lot. Alright, well, thanks for stopping by if you were watching. If you're not, oh well. You mess with the wolf, you get the fangs. It was nice testing some tanks and flying some planes. Y'all have a good one.